Hello, and welcome to the first video on our new channel, Havoc Gaming Studios. I'm Jen, and as you can see, I am playing Skyrim. This series is called The Legend of Celean Duskgrove. As you can see on the screen right now, that is Celean. He is a male wood elf, blind in both eyes, and his backstory is a quite tragic one. He was the son of a trader from Valenwood, and at a young age, his father died during some sort of bandit raid, and he ended up traveling all over. As you can see, this is a heavily modded version of Skyrim, so I'm using countless mods. By countless, I mean nearly 100 mods, and they're basically just to add a little bit more immersion, a little bit more interest to a game which I already thought was fun, but, uh, well, I needed it more in the game. So, let's start it off. Loading screens. Am I right? What is that, Skeever? This is a post-recorded audio session. I'm trying out both post-recorded audio, and then I'm going to try out some audio recorded with the actual gameplay and see which works out better. As you can see, Celean has a steel sword to start out with. He is a bandit now. Uh, he turned to a life of crime, I guess. Uh, just registering that, I guess. Now he's looking around. Celean has decided that he's going to go ahead and I guess I'm just giving you another look at Celean. We'll go ahead and cut this out. And we're back. Celean just looked through his journal, made notes, and he decided that he's done with his life of crime. He is going to go ahead and uh, move on. He's going to go to being more of a mercenary type. He's done with bandits, so he's decided that he's going to go ahead and rob the bandits of whatever they have in their loot chest from all their past raids, look around for some supplies, get his armor and weapons and whatnot. Try to get himself an archery weapon since he is a wood elf and bows are very sacred to them. And he is going to try and start his life anew as a mercenary instead of a criminal. And he's going up here to see if there's a bow, but then he sees that there's the bandit chief, the leader. He's gonna see if she'll maybe sell him anything interesting, but all she has is a dagger, so we're not going to take that. We have no use for a dagger. We're not going to be a throat-slitting type character. We're going to be more of a long range with a bow, close range with a sword or an axe or something of that nature. He's going to try and find some food, get some rations and whatnot, and anything useful from these bandits before he heads out on his journey because, as you can see in the bottom right corner, there are two interesting little symbols there, which it's added by a mod I'm using called I Need, and it basically adds realistic, like you need to drink and you need to eat. So he's also going to take the axe and the bread, because he'll need to make himself some fire, as well as anything else. He's not allowed to eat vegetation, as he is a wood elf, and as such is strictly bound to the green pacts from Valenwood. So he's going to go up here, he's going to go talk to random people, he's going to see if he can get himself some kind of archery weapon. And luckily, this guy just so happens to be selling an old longbow and a couple of arrows. which Celean has barely enough money, it seems, to buy. He's going to go ahead and equip it, because he favors the bow, as the guards would say, and he's going to go ahead and start his journey. He's going to try and make sure he's not seen by anyone. He's going to sneak out of the bandit camp. Foxy thinks he's almost seen there, but she was just cooking some stew. He's going to sneak away until he feels like he's a good enough distance away, and then he's going to haul butt to the nearest city, which is Whiterun, and he's going to hope that he's not captured by the guards for his heinous crimes. He's going to take one last look back at his old home before he leaves and sets off to become a great adventurer, and hopefully so he can begin to repent from the evils that he's done. Now, because he is a wood elf, he is innately more adapted to being able to hunt and move silently and hit targets from a long distance away. He's, right now I'm just setting up the stuff, and here goes the journey, I guess. So we'll see what happens from here on out. He's looking around, he's trying to get his bearings, figure out where he is. He's not too interested in that stone because he's heard that there's a witch there, and Celean personally does not like witches due to the fact that he was never able to use magic. He spots a wolf, and you immediately can tell that his skill with a bow is very, very rusty. He has not used a bow in a long time. The bandits took his bow away, and he has not had access to one for a while. So he hasn't had a lot of practice with the bow in recent times. But now that he has a bow again, he'll slowly get his skills back with the bow. He's going to go ahead and take the pelt from that wolf and hopefully make him some better armor than what he has, because his fur armor is kind of shit, to be honest. He's going to keep going, he's going to keep wandering, and then he encounters a witch. His worst nightmare. He hates witches because of their magic, and because of their magic, he wants to kill them. He is almost entirely against any kind of magic being practiced near him. So we'll see if maybe there's someone who can turn the tide. Because he's a wood elf, also, he will eat people periodically. He's going to equip some stuff. Gonna check to see what stuff he has. Then he finds out he has a ring of minor magic, which he's not going to use at all because he's not a magic character. Gonna look at this dark elf mage who appears to have died from a fight with the other mage, which we just took care of. And he sees yet another wolf. He decides to sneak and try to collect another pelt. Again, not too good with the shot. He's working on it, though. He decides to get a little closer, and finally is able to fell the wolf with his terrible aiming skills. Absolutely just awful. He's going to go ahead and take the pelt again and continue on. Hopefully the guards won't capture him immediately, and he'll be able to start his life as a mercenary or a bounty hunter. He's walking around. He's interested. He's trying to avoid the guards' detection. He passes through the Hunting Brew Meadery. Decides not to take a drink, unfortunately. And as he looks around more and more, he finds himself in a very precarious situation with a lot of issues going on. He is quite afraid that the guards will lock him up. Immediately upon sight, uh, he sees a giant, and this is where I decided that I had to stop the recording right after this because some mods that I had installed and some data I had installed uh, ended up breaking creature animations. So I went through in the next episode, and I've fixed it. Everything's fine. He doesn't really care for Ayla or any of the companions. he's he's not too interested in them, to be honest. Uh, I mean, he was a bandit. He still has that kind of cynical outlook on life. Like, he's not going to get anything unless he takes it for himself. And this is where I had to stop the recording. So, this was the first episode of the Adventures of Celean Duskgrove. If you liked the video, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and like the video. It helps us out immensely. And have a fantastic day!